Hello, dear friends. In our golden years, every sunrise brings a fresh start. Imagine letting go of old burdens and unlocking hidden joys. Today, I'm excited to share a transformative approach, one that empowers you to reinvent yourself, nurture your health, and embrace a future filled with wonder. Stay tuned as we unveil secrets to living boldly and joyfully. Are you ready to redefine aging and create a truly fulfilling life? In our later years, clearing out physical clutter becomes a profound act of self-liberation. As we grow older, our homes often fill with mementos and belongings that once carried deep meaning, but now serve as silent weights, anchoring us to a past that no longer defines our present. Instead of allowing these items to accumulate and create chaos, we have the opportunity to curate a living space that truly reflects who we are today, a sanctuary of peace, simplicity, and renewed purpose. When we let go of unnecessary physical clutter, we are not erasing our memories, we are honoring them. By choosing to preserve only those items that truly bring us joy and serve our current lives. It is an act of mindful reflection where we sift through years of accumulated possessions and decide what truly matters. Imagine the calm of a tidy room, where each object has its rightful place, and every corner of your home breathes serenity. This environment becomes a haven that nurtures your soul and invites you to focus on the present moment. Moreover, the act of decluttering can be deeply transformative when shared with others. Many of those items, which no longer fit into the narrative of your life, can find new meaning in the hands of someone else. By donating or gifting these belongings, you contribute to a cycle of generosity and renewal that extends beyond your own home. In doing so, you embrace a philosophy of abundance over accumulation, where the true value lies not in possessions, but in the memories they create and the connections they foster. Clearing out physical clutter is, at its core, an expression of self-care. It is about making room for new experiences and opportunities, and about opening yourself up to a life that is unburdened by the excess of yesterday. In this way, every piece you let go of becomes a stepping stone toward a lighter, more fulfilling existence, a tangible reminder that you have earned the freedom to live simply, joyfully, and with heartfelt intention. Building on this transformative journey, meet Mary, 72, from sunny Arizona, who rediscovers renewed hope and vitality by decluttering her attic, inviting fresh connections and deep fulfillment into her life. In a sunny suburban home in Arizona, Mary, 72, decides to declutter her attic, where boxes of old photographs, knickknacks, and cherished mementos have long been gathering dust. As she carefully sorts through each item, Mary recalls moments of laughter with her grandchildren and heartfelt conversations with late friends. Realizing that every piece no longer serves her current life, she chooses to donate these treasures to a local community center. This act of letting go not only clears her space, but also fills her heart with renewed hope, reminding her that a simpler life invites new joys and connections abundantly. As we journey through our later years, the quality of our relationships becomes even more vital to our emotional well-being. Toxic relationships, those that are consistently negative, draining, or unsupportive, can slowly erode our sense of self and the peace we've worked so hard to cultivate. In this season of life, it's important to understand that every connection we maintain should contribute positively to our inner strength and happiness. Holding on to relationships that no longer serve us not only stifles our growth, but also diverts precious energy away from the bonds that truly uplift us. Letting go of toxic ties is not an act of bitterness or rejection. It is an empowering choice to honor who we have become. It begins with honest self-reflection, recognizing that we deserve to be surrounded by those who offer genuine care, respect, and love. Over time, the people who once played a significant role in our lives may become sources of constant stress, criticism, or indifference. Acknowledging this reality can be painful, yet it is a crucial step toward reclaiming our peace. By setting firm boundaries, we declare that our emotional health matters, and that we are no longer willing to compromise our well-being for the sake of familiarity or obligation. Imagine a life where every conversation leaves you feeling lighter, where interactions are filled with kindness and mutual respect, and where the space around you is free from unnecessary conflict. This vision is achievable when we consciously choose to release the relationships that drag us down. It might mean reducing contact with those who habitually bring negativity into your day, or even parting ways with individuals whose presence no longer aligns with your values. In doing so, you make room for new connections, ones that inspire you, nurture your spirit, and contribute to a supportive community. The process of letting go is a gradual one, marked by small acts of courage each day. It might involve reaching out to a trusted friend for advice, journaling about your feelings, or seeking guidance from a counselor who can help you navigate these complex emotions. Ultimately, by freeing yourself from toxic influences, you open the door to relationships that foster growth, laughter, and genuine companionship. This becomes the foundation for a joyful, fulfilling life in your golden years. Inspired by this process of releasing toxic relationships, consider Helen, 68, from a peaceful retirement community, who distanced herself from negativity and embraced new connections, truly transforming her golden years. In a peaceful retirement community in Florida, Helen, 68, realized that her longtime friend Betty had become a constant source of negativity. Every conversation felt draining, as Betty's complaints overshadowed any sense of hope. Feeling her own energy diminish, Helen made the difficult decision to gently distance herself, choosing instead to cultivate new, uplifting relationships. She joined a local gardening club, where supportive neighbors and shared laughter filled her days with truly joyful renewal. Helen's story reminds us that releasing toxic ties isn't about abandoning the past. It's about making room for positive, nurturing connections that brighten our golden years as we journey deeper into our later years. The weight of unnecessary responsibilities can feel like an anchor, holding us back from fully embracing the freedom and joy we deserve. In the vibrant tapestry of our lives, roles that once defined us and gave our days structure may now seem more like burdens than blessings. It is essential to re-examine these long-held obligations, not out of guilt or regret, but as a powerful act of self-care and self-respect. By gently releasing the duties that no longer nurture our spirit, we open up space for new experiences and personal fulfillment. In our younger days, many of us took pride in being the dependable one, the caregiver, the problem solver, or the perpetual fixer for everyone around us. Over time, these responsibilities, though rooted in love and duty, can accumulate and drain our energy. They begin to overshadow our own needs and desires, leaving us feeling confined in a cycle of endless giving, without receiving the nourishment we need to thrive. The courage to let go is not about abandoning those we care about, but about recognizing that our well-being must come first. Imagine the liberation of waking up each day without the constant pressure of obligations weighing on your shoulders. Picture a life where every moment is a choice, a chance to engage in activities that fill your heart with joy, to cultivate hobbies that enrich your soul, and to spend time with loved ones who genuinely uplift you. This transformation begins with an honest, sometimes painful self-reflection about the roles we continue to play. It involves asking ourselves, is this responsibility still serving me? Or is it merely an echo of expectations from a past that no longer aligns with who I am today? Letting go of unnecessary responsibilities is about reclaiming your time and energy, the two most precious resources at this stage of life. It is an act of empowerment that allows you to redirect your focus toward what truly matters, whether that's pursuing a long-forgotten passion, nurturing meaningful relationships, or simply enjoying the quiet moments of solitude that offer a respite from life's chaos. In releasing these burdens, you not only honor your journey, but also create room for growth, healing, and a renewed sense of purpose. Embrace this liberating change with compassion for yourself, knowing that every step toward shedding these obligations is a step toward a lighter, more joyful existence. Building on the idea of reclaiming your time by shedding burdens, consider John in rural Wisconsin. By setting gentle boundaries, he rediscovered his passion for woodworking and reconnected with art. At age 68, John in rural Wisconsin felt overwhelmed by his role as the go-to fixer for every family problem. Every week, he would help his neighbors with repairs and mediate disputes, leaving little time for his own hobbies and rest. One spring, John decided to set gentle boundaries. He kindly explained that he needed time for himself and encouraged others to seek professional help. Slowly, his schedule cleared. John rediscovered his passion for woodworking and even joined a local seniors art class. Free from constant demands, he now enjoys each day with renewed joy, a lighter heart, and true peace. In our later years, releasing self-criticism and regrets is a profound act of self-compassion, one that allows us to fully embrace the present. As we reflect on the tapestry of our lives, we may find that lingering regrets and harsh self-judgments weigh heavily on our hearts, clouding the beauty of our hard-earned wisdom. Instead of allowing past mistakes or missed opportunities to define who we are, we can choose to see them as invaluable lessons that have shaped our resilience and depth. Imagine looking back on decades of experiences, not with sorrow, but with a gentle acceptance. Each moment, whether filled with triumph or fraught with challenge, has contributed to the person you are today. Embracing this truth requires forgiving yourself for the choices made when you were younger. Recognizing that every decision was part of a larger journey of growth. It's the realization that, while you cannot change the past, you have the power to redefine your narrative in the present. When you release the grip of regret, you free yourself to live more fully. Every day becomes an opportunity to celebrate who you are now with all the wisdom and compassion that come from years of experience. Rather than dwelling on what might have been, you can focus on what is, cherishing the small moments that bring joy, connecting deeply with those who matter, and nurturing your own well-being. This shift in perspective is both liberating and healing, allowing you to appreciate the beauty of imperfection and the continuous possibility of renewal. Allow yourself to be kind to your inner voice. Replace the critical, harsh tones with gentle affirmations that acknowledge your efforts, your growth, and the unique path you've traveled. In doing so, you not only honor your past, but also create space for a future filled with peace and contentment. Embracing self-forgiveness is a courageous act, a declaration that you deserve to live without the burden of negativity. It is an invitation to let go of the should-haves and could-haves, and instead, welcome the rich, unfolding story of your life with an open heart and a clear mind. Building on the journey of self-forgiveness, consider Susan from Seattle, whose courageous decision to embrace art therapy transformed her inner critic into a source of creativity and renewed hope. At 68, Susan from Seattle struggled with years of regret and harsh self-criticism over missed opportunities and past mistakes. One day, slight pause for immersion, she joined an art therapy class at her local senior center. There, she discovered that every brushstroke symbolized a step toward healing and self-forgiveness. Susan replaced her inner critic with gentle affirmations, realizing that her imperfections made her story uniquely beautiful. As her vibrant paintings blossomed, so did her spirit. She inspired fellow seniors to embrace their journeys with compassion and hope. Susan learned that letting go of regret opens the door to a future filled with peace, joy, and newfound creativity. Letting go of unhealthy habits in our later years is a journey of renewal and empowerment, a conscious decision to reclaim the vitality that may have been dimmed by years of neglect. As we age, the small choices we make every day accumulate, quietly shaping our physical and emotional well-being. Over time, habits that once served us can transform into barriers, hindering our ability to enjoy the present moment. It is essential to recognize these patterns, whether it's relying on processed foods that sap our energy, succumbing to a sedentary lifestyle that weakens our body, allowing negative thought cycles to cloud our inner peace, and then replace them with positive, nurturing actions. Imagine beginning each morning with a mindful ritual that centers you, a brief walk in your neighborhood, or a few minutes of deep breathing before your coffee. These seemingly small practices become powerful catalysts for change, gradually restoring a sense of balance and joy. By choosing to fuel your body with whole, nutritious foods instead of quick, empty calories, you invest in a future where every meal contributes to your strength and longevity, similarly shifting from hours of passive screen time to engaging in light physical activities that improve mobility, lift your mood, and renew your spirit. This process is not about drastic overhauls or immediate perfection, but rather about the gentle evolution of your daily routine. Embracing healthier habits means honoring your body's needs and respecting the wisdom it has gained over decades. It is a commitment to yourself, a promise to treat your body with the kindness and care it deserves. Along the way, you might discover new passions, like gardening or joining a community fitness class that provide both exercise and social connection. These activities become more than just tasks. They transform into joyful expressions of self-love and perseverance. By gradually letting go of old unhealthy patterns, you create space for renewed energy and a more vibrant life. Each small victory, whether it is choosing a nourishing snack, taking an extra step during your daily walk, or simply pausing to savor a moment of quiet reflection, builds momentum toward a healthier, happier you. This journey of transformation is an act of self-respect, a declaration that you deserve to live fully with a body and mind that are as resilient and vibrant as the memories you hold dear. Inspired by this journey of self-improvement, consider Maria, a 70-year-old retired teacher in Ohio who transformed her life by replacing unhealthy habits with routines that revitalized her energy and spirit. At age 70, Maria, a retired teacher in Ohio, found herself caught in a cycle of unhealthy habits. Every morning, she skipped breakfast and spent hours scrolling on her tablet, leaving her feeling fatigued and isolated. One day, she decided to break the pattern. By starting a simple routine, she began preparing a nutritious breakfast with oatmeal and fresh fruit and taking a brisk walk in her neighborhood park. Over time, Maria discovered that these small changes boosted her energy, improved her mood, and reconnected her with friends. Maria's journey shows us that even minor adjustments can lead to a healthier, more joyful life. Letting go of outdated beliefs and the fear of change is one of the most empowering gifts we can give ourselves as we grow older. For decades, we may have carried with us the notion that aging inevitably means decline, that our best days are behind us, and that asking for help is a sign of weakness. These ideas, once instilled in us by societal norms and cultural expectations, provided a sense of security and predictability. However, as we enter our later years, it becomes clear that such beliefs no longer serve the vibrant, evolving individuals we are today. In this stage of life, our accumulated wisdom calls us to re-examine these long-held assumptions. It is time to recognize that each phase of life brings unique strengths, opportunities, and lessons. Rather than accepting the narrative that aging equates to inevitable loss, we can choose to view our later years as a period of continued growth, transformation, and limitless potential. Embracing change means daring to step outside the confines of our past and opening our hearts to new possibilities. Whether that involves learning a new skill, exploring fresh interests, or simply allowing ourselves to be vulnerable in ways we never dared before. Imagine releasing the weight of "I'm too old to change" and replacing it with a mindset of curiosity and resilience. Picture yourself engaging with new technologies to connect with distant family members, or joining community groups where diverse experiences enrich your perspective. This shift in outlook is not about denying the challenges that come with age. It is about affirming that every moment holds the possibility of reinvention and joy. Each day offers an opportunity to rewrite your narrative, shedding the old beliefs that once limited you, and embracing a future defined by growth and renewal. The process of letting go is not instantaneous. It requires gentle self-reflection and the courage to question what we have always known. It is an invitation to celebrate our accomplishments and to honor our journey, without being shackled by the should-haves or could-haves. By relinquishing these outdated notions, we free ourselves to live more authentically and with greater passion. In doing so, we create space for a life filled with new adventures, deep connections, and the satisfaction that comes from embracing change as a vital part of our ongoing story. Embracing change by shedding outdated beliefs. We now meet Linda, retired nurse who defied societal expectations by embracing new technology and creative pursuits, proving that reinventing oneself is always possible. At 72, Linda, a retired nurse from Tampa, had long believed that technology was not meant for seniors, and that her best days were behind her. After a heartfelt conversation with her granddaughter, she bravely enrolled in an online photography class. To her surprise, she discovered a vibrant world of creativity and connection. Linda began sharing her stunning photos on social media, inspiring fellow seniors to embrace change. Her journey taught her that releasing outdated beliefs opens doors to new opportunities and joy. Linda's experience reminds us that it's never too late to reinvent ourselves and celebrate life's endless possibilities. Embracing a life free from clutter, toxic relationships, burdensome responsibilities, self-criticism, unhealthy habits, and outdated beliefs. Our seniors like Mary, Helen, John, Susan, Maria, and Linda have rediscovered hope and joy. Their journeys remind us that transformation begins with letting go and embracing change. In your life, set goals to declutter, nurture uplifting connections, and adopt healthier routines. Remember, every step toward self-care paves the way for a fulfilling future. Building on these inspiring transformations, let's now come together to ensure our elders receive the care and support they truly deserve. Now, let's unite in caring for our elders as they enter retirement. Reach out to an elderly neighbor, volunteer at a local community center, or simply share a kind word. Your compassion can ease loneliness and nurture both their mental and physical well-being. Ensuring our seniors feel valued, connected, and supported every day